Aston Martin is heading into a period of significant turbulence, and when you talk about turbulence in the team, it's impossible not to mention Lance Stroll. The Canadian driver has been visibly discontent with recent developments within the team, and this time, it seems he's taken his frustrations a step further. Reports suggest that Stroll has been questioning whether he even wants to continue as a Formula One driver. With the arrival of Adrian Newey and private discussions between Newey and Lance Stroll, could this be the end of Lance's F1 career? And if so, who might replace him? One of the most puzzling mysteries in Formula One is how Lance Stroll has managed to retain his seat for so long. While many assume it's solely due to his father's wealth and ownership of the team, there's more to the story. Lance has been criticized for his behavior, particularly his apparent disrespect toward his racing engineers. His body language during race weekends doesn't reflect the demeanor of a top-tier athlete. Numerous reports have surfaced about his unhappiness in the sport, and if these are true, Lance Stroll might have no choice but to move his son to another racing category, such as WRC or rallying. In fact, Lance was recently spotted testing a rally car in a private session, which could hint at a bigger shift in his career. Wait, hold on! Did you know that 99% of you watching right now aren't subscribed? If you enjoy my content and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. It takes just a second, but it means the world to me and helps keep this channel going. Join the family, and let's grow together. Now back to the story. Lance Stroll's dissatisfaction with Formula One isn't new. He's been under immense pressure from the media and has failed to deliver the results expected of him. While many drivers aren't fond of media interactions, Lance reportedly despises it more than most. This could be a sign that he's lost his passion for the sport and is merely going through the motion, knowing his seat is secure due to his father's influence. The recent rally test might be more significant than it appears, signaling a potential transition to a different racing discipline where he can rediscover his love for competition. It's worth noting that Lance has expressed interest in other sports throughout his life, including tennis and ice hockey. While some might argue it's too late for him to pursue a career outside of Formula One, that's far from the truth. There are numerous racing categories that could reignite his passion, and stepping away from F1 might be the fresh start he needs. Despite the safety net provided by his father, Lance might find the courage to explore new opportunities on his own terms. Adding to the complexity of the situation is Adrian Newey's role within Aston Martin. As the team's technical partner, Newey's influence is substantial, and he's reportedly had private discussions with Lance Stroll about the driver lineup. While Newey's exact responsibilities are still unclear, his presence is a game-changer for the team. One of the key reasons Newey joined Aston Martin was the opportunity to work with Fernando Alonso, a driver he admires. However, Newey's demand for a greater say in team decisions might stem from his reluctance to see his engineering brilliance wasted on a driver who lacks the drive to excel. Former Haas team principal Gunther Steiner has also weighed in on Lance Stroll's demeanor, describing him as perpetually unhappy. Steiner's comments were far from complimentary, suggesting that Lance's lack of enthusiasm is evident to everyone around him. While some drivers can perform well despite their unhappiness, Lance's body language and attitude have raised questions about his commitment to the sport. Steiner even went as far as to say that if Lance Stroll didn't own the team, Lance likely wouldn't be in Formula One at all. Despite the criticism, Aston Martin team principal Mike Krack has defended Lance, praising his dedication and championship mentality. Krack revealed that during a recent 3-week break, Lance requested to drive an old car just to stay sharp, a testament to his love for driving. Krack's defense of Lance highlights the internal support he still enjoys within the team, but it also raises questions about whether this support is justified given Lance's underwhelming performances. In the 2024 season, Lance was outperformed by his teammate Fernando Alonso, scoring only 24 points compared to Alonso's 70. While the car's lack of responsiveness has been a challenge for both drivers, Alonso's experience and skill have allowed him to adapt better. Lance, on the other hand, has shown little progress, and his feedback, though labeled as crucial by Krack, hasn't translated into significant improvements for the team. This raises doubts about whether Lance is the right fit for Aston Martin's ambition. As Aston Martin aims to compete for championships, the team needs drivers who can consistently deliver results. With 4 teams expected to fight at the front of the grid in the coming seasons, having both cars in podium contention will be essential. If Lance continues to underperform, the team's chances of winning the Constructors' Championship will be severely compromised. Lance Stroll's substantial investment in the team wasn't made with the intention of settling for mediocrity, and tough decisions may need to be made regarding Lance's future. The question of who could replace Lance Stroll is a pressing one. Fernando Alonso's seat is also up for discussion, as the 2-time world champion has hinted at retiring after the 2026 season. Drivers like Yuki Tsunoda and Pierre Gasly have been linked to Aston Martin, but the team's ultimate goal is to secure a driver who can challenge for championship. While Lance's departure might be a difficult decision for Lawrence Stroll, it could be necessary for the team's long-term success. If Lance does decide to leave Formula One, it could mark the beginning of a new chapter in his career. Rallying or WRC might offer him the opportunity to rediscover his passion for racing without the intense scrutiny of F1. For Aston Martin, replacing Lance with a driver like Yuki Tsunoda or even pursuing a star like Max Verstappen could elevate the team's performance and put them in contention for both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship. In conclusion, Lance Stroll's future in Formula One is uncertain. His apparent unhappiness and lack of results have raised questions about his place in the sport, and the arrival of Adrian Newey could further complicate matters. While Mike Krack and others within the team continue to support Lance, the reality is that Aston Martin's ambitions may require a change. Whether Lance steps away on his own or is replaced, the team's focus must remain on building a lineup capable of competing at the highest level. What do you think? Is Lance Stroll's time in Formula One coming to an end? And who would you like to see replace him at Aston Martin? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay updated on the latest in Formula One, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you more content like this. And if you're curious about McLaren's 2025 car or Mercedes' latest developments, check out the videos on your screen now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.